forget the Super Bowl, forget F1. We are talking about the World Cup. Welcome to the ISB show. I'm your host, Sahil, here with Rahi and Roy. Today is the most important video we have ever made, guys, because we are talking about the greatest event in the world.
And Roy's birthday.
Yeah! My birthday's coming up.
Roy's birthday? Dude, come on. No, forget the Super Bowl, forget F1. We are talking about the World Cup.
Almost as good. Almost as good as my birthday, I'll admit. Yeah.
I mean,
there'll be more people at the World Cup than my birthday. I only know like 12 people.
For sure. This has got to be unequivocally the greatest sporting tournament that mankind has ever created, Roy.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. And this one in particular is going to be unprecedented. We're going from 32 to 48 teams. We have the US, Canada, and Mexico already qualified. And why are they qualified? Because it's in 3 countries for the first time ever. It's spanning 3 freaking massive countries. This is going to be pretty unbelievable. It could be a disaster. It could be the greatest thing we've ever experienced in our lives. I don't think it's going to be anything in between.
All right. It's the biggest ever. So 45 teams need to make this World Cup. 3 already in. That's what we're talking about, right, Sa?
Yes, we are, because it's hosted here in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Let's get into it. We're going to tell you how they all get there, how they all qualify, guys, in a second. Of course, that's 6 different regions, right? 6 regions, because Antarctica does not participate. One day, those scientists and penguins will get there, guys. But let's get into it. Where are we starting? We are starting with Asia, the Asian region. Where's Roy? Oh, there he is with his team.
Let's go. Let's go, Garuda! Vamos, Garuda!
Yes. There it is. All right, guys. So for this region, 46 teams started, and the only 8 get there with the possibility of a 9th through an inter-confederation playoff. Guys, well, you can talk about that, but here's where we stand today. We're in the 3rd round. This is who's left.
Man, we lost some good ones along the way.
We did lose some good ones. We lost some good ones.
We lost your favorite team in the world. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
Guys, we lost India. We lost India, guys. It is so sad because I was waiting to bring all those Indian people to my house to have lunch during the World Cup, like all of them, and I can't because they lost, man. They lost. But
it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Sahil.
I think sometimes it is. I think sometimes it is. They would have been here instead of Kuwait in that group, but didn't happen. All right. So the way this thing works, guys, is in the green, we see the teams that are right now would qualify directly for the World Cup. In the blue are the teams that would get to the next round. So what do we think? What do you guys think about this?
This is an extremely competitive region. Roy, I know how much you love this region. I'm going to get to you in a second. But let me just say this. There's so much opportunity here on this screen. The green means you're right away in. But if you're in the blue right now, there are still spots up for grabs, right? 2 spots of those blue teams will make it, and 1 will go to a playoff. So any of those teams in blue, they're right there, Roy. They're right there.
My stomach is turning just listening to you talk about this because I'm so nervous about this region. It's so freaking intense. The stakes are so high. Speaking of stakes, the 2 teams that have qualified are 2 of my favorite cuisines in the world. Persian cuisine and Japanese cuisine, the greatest cuisine. So we have 2 teams that have qualified. We have another 3 teams that are pretty dang close to qualifying, and it's such an intense region. Who do I think is going to sneak in? Of course, Indonesia, man. It's the team that is evolving fastest in the world. They got a few new players coming into this next round. They could sneak in, man. Who do you guys got for your dark horse here?
I can't wait to see Jordan.
Go ahead, Ray.
I was going to say Jordan, but go ahead, Sa.
No, I want to say dark horse, not just for the region. I'm going to say dark horse for the tournament is Japan. But yes, right. Go back to yours for the region. Dark horse for the tournament.
Japan is a favorite. Japan is a favorite. They're the best team in this region. Look at how many points they're on. They're already qualified for the World Cup. But for me, what's most exciting is these teams that are now in third and fourth in their groups right now. They have a chance because 2 teams will make it. I think I'm most excited about those blue teams. I'm most excited about Jordan, really excited about Indonesia, really excited about UAE. 3 teams that I think have a good chance at making the World Cup, and I'd love to see them all there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yep.
Okay, moving on from Asia, we're going to go northwest to Europe. Rahi, this is your region. What you got for us?
Yeah, I mean, this is where the heavy hitters sit, right? If you're looking at this screen, you're looking at this region, you know there's some huge teams here, some past World Cup winners. And because it's a new format, this time they get 16 teams into the World Cup. 16 of these teams will qualify for the World Cup. It's really exciting. We're going to see a ton of good soccer on the way. So the way it divides, this is a very dense screen because there are 12 groups, Roy. 12 different groups.
Insane.
And if you win your group, you automatically qualify for the World Cup, which says what, Roy? It says that Europe likes to protect its good teams. If you're a good team, you have every chance to very easily make the World Cup. Because even if you get second in this region, you go into a playoff, there's 4 more teams out of those blue second place teams that will make the World Cup as well. And hey, by the way, if you're Spain, if you're Germany, if you're Portugal, if you're France, you're automatically going to get second. It's a very complicated thing, but it's a region where they protect their favorites, Roy. But there's going to be a ton of competitiveness here in this region as well.
And rightly so, Rocky, because if you think about the World Cup, the history of the World Cup, there's 2 regions that people want to see. There's 2 regions that are powerhouse regions. That's CONMEBOL and that's UEFA. UEFA always has the most teams. They always, FIFA and the world wants to see the best teams from Europe and the best teams from South America. And they're going to do what they can to set this tournament up in a way, this qualifying tournament, that they get the best teams. But it doesn't always happen, guys. Look at Italy. The past few
that's true. Italy has not qualified for the past 2 World Cups. But Sa, who are you most excited about in this region? Who do you want to see in this new expanded 16 teams going to the World Cup?
I'm hoping for some of those second tier, as people call them, teams, because I don't think they're second tier teams. I think they deserve to be there. Romania. I got Wales. It was the team I'm watching. I want the Albanians to make it. These are my teams. I want to see a change in Europe. I want to see some of these teams get the credit that they're due.
Roy, who are you excited
Greece
about?
and Turkey, man. Greece and Turkey are mine. I would love to see a healthy and powerful Greek national team. It's such a great country. We saw it in the Euro that they won. How many years ago now? It's been at least a decade. But just such an incredible culture that is missing soccer. They've moved away from soccer as a country because their national team has not been performing. I'd love to see them come back. And the opposite end, the most fervent fans arguably in the world, the Turkish. They're insane. Every time I watch a game, I'm halfway watching the game, half watching the stands, seeing how intense those fans are. And that's what I'm looking at, man.
I'm sensing a theme. The teams that you choose are based on the meat and the cuisine of their country. That's what I'm sensing.
That's a very good point. You're onto
stomach.
something. You are onto something. I love Greek cuisine. I love Turkish cuisine. So, yeah.
One quick point about Europe. I just want to say it's great you see opportunities for Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, because in the world, right, only 195 countries, they don't get represented in that capacity, but they get to compete in the World Cup, which is why it makes it such a beautiful event.
Part of the UK,
right. Just beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. All right, guys, we're going from Europe on to the next region. We are going to South America. Roy, what you got for us in this region?
Rankings.
What were you saying?
Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. Roy. Proud.
I put it on backwards accidentally. So let's put this bad boy back on the right way. Here we go. The greatest national team in CONMEBOL, Peru. The greatest national team, right, boys?
Peru. Right. Roy, let's see. Peru. This is, of course,
not looking good at the moment for Peru.
This is where things stand right now, Roy. So break it down. How does CONMEBOL work for those wondering?
Extremely simple. None of this noise that you guys have been making about UEFA with the 27 groups and top 1. None of that noise from the Asian region with top 2 and maybe the third. No. Here, top 6 make it. 7 goes to the playoff. End of story. No other conversation. That's all you need to know. Top 6. These are the green. These are the current teams that are going to advance to the World Cup. 7th place will go to that intercontinental tournament that we keep talking about, which is 1 team from CONMEBOL, 1 team from various other regions, and 2 from Concacaf. They will decide who goes to the World Cup. So this is what we're looking at, guys. It's extremely intense. And there are some shocking storylines here. Tremendously shocking. One being, who's in 5th place right now? 5th place with the greatest player in the world, Vinicius Jr., that the whole world was up in arms. He didn't win the Ballon d'Or. They're in 5th place, my guys. What is going on with this Brazilian national team?
For those of you new to seeing this CONMEBOL table, to see Brazil sit that low is a shock. You have to look twice and make sure you're not seeing a lie, because this is wild. Brazil generally finishes 1 or 2 right up there in the top. This is a shock, Sa.
This is a shocking table, but boys, we got to talk about a team that's sitting in 3rd right now. Ecuador, boys. What is up with that, guys? What do we got to say about that?
They've been incredible. And I'm sure people have forgotten about this because it's been a while, but Ecuador started this with a points deduction. So they started, what was it, -3 that they started with in this qualifying campaign? They've compensated for that. They've gone up, and now they sit in 3rd. Where would they be sitting? They'd be sitting above Uruguay.
Right.
With 22 points, had it not been for that point reduction. And let that sink in. Ecuador, with a point reduction, sits above Brazil, arguably the greatest national team of all time. It's a shocking group. And then in last place, Peru. Peru's been so exciting over the past decade and a half. To see them play the way they're playing right now, to see them sitting on 1 win. Oh, this is depressing, man. This is depressing. 12 games, 1 win. And they got the win against Uruguay, which is very, very confusing to me as a Peruvian national team fan. Uruguay is a tremendous team, and they got it against them, but they couldn't do it against Chile, Venezuela, Bolivia.
But Bolivia, can we take 1 minute to talk about Bolivia, because that is exciting. They're right now in line for the Intercontinental playoff. We shall see. But Bolivia is interesting, folks, because they play their games at home in the highest stadium altitude in the world. So whenever anyone travels to Bolivia, they can barely breathe. And that's why Bolivia basically beats everyone on this table at home.
And that's a huge advantage. That's a huge advantage for the Interconfederation playoff, because whoever's coming there, right, at some point is going to have to go to that stadium. Oof. That's gonna be a wild one there. So all right, guys, more than halfway done with this region. Only eight games, I believe, to go, or 6 games, I think, to go, guys. So it's almost done there. All right. Moving on, we're going from there to a little Oceania region. Yes, guys, there is an oceanic region. And of course, you get to some islands going on here. And this one is down to the wire. Of course, these are beautiful places. I would like to visit all of these places, guys. So that's one thing we got to do. But here's who's left. And it's coming down to this. It's coming down to the wire. But guys, this time, because of the 48 expanded team field, if you win this tournament here, you are going to the World Cup. So New Caledonia, Tahiti, New Zealand, or Fiji are going to go to the World Cup, boys.
It's got to be New Zealand, obviously.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. Don't sleep on the other teams, boys.
I'm going to sleep on the other teams.
Don't sleep on the other teams.
To take a nap right now, and I'm going to wake up, and it's going to be New Zealand.
Can you imagine if New Caledonia or Tahiti or Fiji find a way in the final in Auckland to sneak into the World Cup?
That would be a beautiful, beautiful thing. Of course, the runner-up of this tournament has another opportunity in the Interconfederation playoff that we've been talking about a lot. So, guys, all to play for in this region. Exciting stuff. We should all go to this tournament, man. This is fun. Who wants to be in Wellington? And let's do it.
No. And why are all the games being played in New Zealand? What's this about?
That seems a bit unfair. Yeah.
This is how they've always done this thing where
explain this, because this does not make any sense to me.
They always pick a host place for this tournament when it's done in Oceania, and so
I don't like it.
Yes. You talk to the oceanic organizers about it.
I will. I'm going to send a strongly worded email because I am not happy about this.
In
This
your
is a
Peruvian
weird
jersey,
region.
in your Peruvian jersey, you can send
Yeah.
it to them right now.
Yeah,
So-
I should have switched to my Tahitian jersey. Damn it. Where'd I put it?
Don't sleep. Okay, so don't sleep on some of the other teams because New Caledonia did beat New Zealand. It's been a while, but they have beaten them before in a competitive tournament. So don't sleep on that. All right, where are we going from here? We got 2 regions to go, guys. 2 regions to go. We are going to Africa.
Ooh.
Africa. Rahi, what
Man,
you
look
got
at
for
all
us?
those flags. This is an exciting region. This is a fun region. Produced some of the greatest players to ever play this game. Produced some of the greatest teams that I've enjoyed watching. Think about the Senegals, the Nigerias, the Ghanas, the Egypts, just teams that have set tournaments on fire. Cameroon, Roy, Kylian Mbappe, often considered to be one of the best players in the world, is Cameroonian by heritage. So this is a soccer hotbed, my friend. But let me tell you, this is not an easy region to qualify from. Unlike Europe, who makes it very easy if you're a favorite, Africa makes it very, very difficult. They get 9 teams in, and they have 1 spot in that intercontinental playoff. Now, you have to win your group. If you win your group, because you can see there's 9 groups here. If you win your group, you're automatically in the World Cup. If you're second place, you have to beat one of the best 4 second place teams even to have a chance. Then you go to the playoff to get the 1 spot to be in the playoff. It's wild, friends. This is insane. It's very, very difficult. They make it hard on you. And as you can see, there's some teams on this sheet that you know very well that are struggling mightily, Roy.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is a stress-inducing region. But there is one team, like you mentioned, Rocky, this region produces some of the best players in the world, and has been for a long time. The fact that they go and play for other countries is unfortunate for the region because this could be an African team hasn't won the World Cup yet. They could very well win a World Cup with one team in this region. There is one team that I feel has a very, very good chance of having a similar run to what they had last time, and that is Morocco. Morocco is a very, very interesting national team in this region. And I think it's going to be intense, man. Intense to see who makes it out here.
Right. What's going on with your boys, Nigeria?
I know. It's really sad. It's really shocking and sad. After being in the final of the African Cup of Nations, of course, losing to Cote d'Ivoire. But this is a storied team. This is a talented team. They have skilled players. But look at where they sit. Right now, they're sitting, if you look in Group C, they're sitting second from the bottom. They got to make it up to second to even have a chance here. I don't know. Things are tough. They've just got a new manager in. I don't know, guys. This is a difficult position for Nigeria to be in. Look, Senegal also second in their group. Look at Sudan. Look at Sudan winning the group currently. Some interesting things on this page.
Comoros, man. Look at Comoros putting a show up there, and obviously Algeria. Maybe it's just the Algerian resurgence, for that. So I don't know, Rahi, does Nigeria reverse it and get it done? Are they going to come out of this or what?
I mean, they have enough games, right? I think they can do it. They have enough games to sneak up. And if you look, the difference is not that big, 4 points. They got to win a lot of games, but they can do it. I think they'll do it. We shall see.
All right.
They got to keep flying, those Super Eagles.
But how about Rwanda in first, guys? We are not used to seeing this. This is pretty incredible. And what makes this region beautiful is surprises like that. Nigeria, like you said, is a powerhouse. I'm Argentinian, and Nigeria is the team I never want in Argentina's group because it's terrifying. It's terrifying playing Nigeria. And now they sit in 5th in what looks to be a weaker group. It's not one of the stronger groups in this. So shocking. I love seeing Rwanda up there. I love seeing new teams that don't typically get the spotlight. But what a beautiful region, man.
Yeah, more to cover. We'll obviously be covering this as it continues. All right. We are on our last region now, guys. We have come home. Home to the Concacaf region. Where the heck is the US, Mexico, and Canada, Rahi? Where have they gone?
Yeah, well, they have the fortune of hosting the tournament. So if you're the host, you get the automatic qualification. So the US, Canada, Mexico are already in. As you can see, this is North America plus Central America. That's kind of the region.
Oh,
But-
Roy wearing his
there's Roy with the US
USA
jersey.
jersey.
I'm
Roy.
wearing like 9 shirts now.
Okay. well,
That's why it took so long on this one. My apologies, guys.
yes. Roy, so Rahi was telling us why USA is not on here, but let's talk about who is on here and what's the deal.
This is a funky one, man. This is a really, really funky one. They had to get super creative with our region because the 3 top teams don't have to go through qualifying, which I'm scared of. I'm scared of the idea that the US doesn't have to have competitive do or die games leading up to this World Cup. So if you're a USA fan, that is a cause for concern. There's no other way around it. You need competitive games. But anyways, there's some crazy changes. Round 1 was this playoff between Anguilla and Turks and Caicos and US Virgin Islands versus British Virgin Islands to decide one of the fiercest rivalries, the US Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands in the world. Fiercest, most violent rivalry.
Beautiful countries, beautiful countries, by the way.
All right, tell us how
there.
this all works because I'm confused.
So after that, round 2, teams are drawn into 6 groups of 5 teams who play. This is the weird part. They play single round robin matches, 2 home and 2 away, but it's not home and away how we're used to. So each team doesn't play another team home and away. It's more random. It's luck of the draw. So if you get stuck playing Jamaica away, doesn't mean you're going to have to play them at home. It's real funky. Real funky, guys. So I'm not a huge fan of that. But besides that detail, it's pretty awesome. The 6 group winners and 6 group runners up will advance to the 3rd round.
Okay.
So you guys got that?
Yes.
Okay. Once we hit the 3rd round, it's 12 teams advancing from the 2nd round. They'll be drawn into 3 groups of 4 teams. And then they'll play the double round robin home and away matches with the 3 group winners qualifying for the World Cup.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That makes sense to everybody.
3 of these teams will make it to the World Cup. Is that right?
That's right.
And one of them
Plus
going
the 3
to
we already have from North
That's
America, Canada, Mexico, the US, which makes 6 teams, Roy. Is my math right?
Your math is right, but there's opportunity for 2 more. Because the 2 best ranked runners up will advance to that thing we keep talking about, the interconfederational playoffs.
Dude, that is going to be so exciting. That interconfederational playoff.
That's going to be a wild. It's going to be wild.
It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. But we get 2 teams in that playoff, which is interesting.
That is really interesting. All right, so who's looking good right now, Roy? We got Suriname coming off a good Concacaf Nations League, right? They had a good one. They're starting it off pretty strong here.
Yeah, I'll start with who's not looking good, and that's El Salvador, guys.
Yeah.
El Salvador is, man, they got lucky with the group that they got, and they're behind Puerto Rico. They're behind Suriname. This is shocking for a country that is so soccer obsessed, where you can't even meet a single individual in El Salvador who doesn't love soccer. This country needs to be in this World Cup, especially in the United States, which has a huge Salvadorian population, especially Los Angeles, parts of Florida, etc. But what a shame to have them drop below. I know they're still tied for 2nd place, but they got to pick it up, man. They got to get their S together and pick it up. But who else is looking good? I mean, the rest are expected. I mean, every other group has the top 2, as I would have guessed. Honduras and Cuba, Costa Rica, Trinidad, Curacao, for those that don't know, is a very interesting team because it's similar to Indonesia in a sense, where they pick up Dutch players who can't quite make the Netherlands, maybe can't quite make Indonesia anymore, and they go to Curacao. So they got some good players.
It's interesting squad. I like Haiti. Haiti's a team that we've seen them compete time and time again, and they're a dangerous team. So you're looking on this list, you're thinking, who's talented, who's skillful? Haiti is a skillful team.
They are.
They are
always
fun to watch, and they could make some noise. They could qualify for this World Cup.
All right, you know one team that I gotta say has got to get there, right? You know what team I'm gonna say? You know what I'm gonna say?
Reggae boy.
Reggae boy, Jamaica
yeah.
reggae boys. We have to have y'all in the World Cup. It won't be the same unless you guys get there. Come on, guys, you gotta get there.
I agree. They're a good team, man. They're a good team. Panama's a very strong team. They beat us in the Copa America. They beat the U.S. Copa America 2-1 in that shocking game, that miracle game that got rid of our head coach, Berhalter.
Yes.
Can I show you guys something?
What do you want to show us?
If you could tell me which game this was from, I'll prepare you a hamburger, which is the most American of meals. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, el hombre en el espejo.
Where's this
U.S.
from?
Mexico. U.S. Mexico. Yes.
That's right. And who did it?
Mr.
Right.
Christian Pulisic.
And who did it? Who did he do it towards?
Towards Mexico.
Well, what player in particular?
Mr. Guillermo Ochoa.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir. There
Beautiful.
it is.
A couple of soccer geniuses on this podcast.
Yes.
Oh my God. How do we not have 300,000 subscribers with geniuses like you guys?
Yes. All right, boys.
Come
So that we went through it all. We made it through it all. And guys, so we are excited to have everyone here for the World Cup, which we'll be hosting soon enough in our country, guys. And it's a beautiful thing. We just wanted to show you that this is really a world. The whole world is competing. The whole world is trying to get to the World Cup. Now, this is just a start. We're going to walk you through a bunch of more videos, which are going to cover each of these regions in depth. If that is something that is exciting to you, please subscribe to the channel, guys. Keep watching the beautiful game. Guys, let's take it away.
Take it away. What are we saying here?
The journey to the World Cup, my friends, has started. We're on the train. Everybody else, get on the train because we're moving and grooving to next summer, my friends.
We're moving and grooving. That's right.
Moving and grooving. Watch International Soccer Break. We're going to cover the whole thing all the way from now until the World Cup. 15 months away. Let's go. Keep watching the beautiful game.